Make sure I'm in that motherfucker good. Get the light in that motherfucker. Hold on. Anyway, so this is story time, and yeah, it's story time. Alright, so when I was 16, it's actually recent. I'm only 18 in this video. So when I was 16, I got into it with my stepdad. You know, my mom and my stepdad actually got married 2018, February 14th, 2018. So that was about, just like, was that, I think that was, I had to be 15 in this story, right? No, I was 16. So that was kind of after this story, right? Or kind of in the middle of the story. All right, so, yeah, I got into it with my stepdad or whatever. And the reason I got into it with him is because he, for one, I always kind of took situations that arose with my mother and her relationships. I kind of took them extremely serious. But this situation wasn't necessarily extremely serious. It did need extreme attention. They got into it, and it took me a while to understand that that's what happens in relationships. People get into it. People, fall out. But I took it extremely serious, and what set me off even more was that he had texted me and told me like, you've got to take out the trash in a big paragraph. And normally with something like that, I would have just kind of ignored it. But it set me off that he kind of, said something to my mother. So, soon as he sent that, I went downstairs and I confronted him. And I confronted him in the kitchen. And, I'm like, I forgot exactly what I said, but I kind of spoke a lot, then just walked off. It's like, I'm done talking, I'm not finna talk. So I went in the bathroom, and I think my clothes was in the dryer or the washer or something like that. I was taking care of my clothes or something in there. And he walked in there, and he started, speaking, I ain't gonna say yelling at me. He started yelling at me. So I'm standing there just listening, balling my fists up. I'm gonna run downstairs and she like, hold on. So she run downstairs, break us up. Long story short, I ain't got no ride home after school. You know what I'm saying? I play sports, so I ain't got no ride home after school. But I still went to my sport. I still went to my wrestling practice or whatever. And it was a 2-hour walk home because in this video, at this time and in this video, I stayed, in the suburbs of Atlanta, and I stay, Georgia's kind of far, it's like it's weird, and in Chicago, everything is closer, but in Georgia, it's like you can be a 2-hour walk away from a school and you can be zoned into that school district, which is extremely weird to me. But it's a 2-hour walk home, right? And it would have been a 15-minute drive, but it's a 2-hour walk home. So, I got to doing that like every day after practice for about 3 months, right? So, at the time, my boy, Artavian, or Juju, as, people would call him, he came back to wrestling. And, he was kind of on, real, he was in the streets or whatever, right? But, he wasn't just like a pretend I want to fit in type nigga. He did it because, he didn't have food on his plate. You get what I'm saying? His dad was never home or whatever. And, I kind of, we used to hang out after that or whatever. Damn, my windshield wiper still on. We used to hang out, at the practice or whatever. So, I'm asking him, like, what's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? And, he real hesitant. But, I'm trying to tell him, like, bro, brotherly love, G, tell me what's going on, bro. I get you, man. But his ass ain't want to talk, which I ain't blame because I ain't never really been the talking type myself. But, I'm trying to tell him, we hitting up all the stores and shit. We usually go to the store or whatever. He going to the store, in and out. get do his little thing, dash in, get his snacks. He gonna sell them at the school. That's what he did, you know. So yeah, that's what he did. But at this one time, we hit up this other store. It was a long little walk, about a 15-minute walk to a store that was kind of close. And we still got our book bags on from after school, practice. We still got our book bags or whatever. So we go in the store with our book bags and all that. We go through an aisle, we talking a little bit. He telling me what he gonna do. He gonna be like, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna do that or whatever. So I walk to the front of the store and I stand there. Manager come out, and he looking at me like, can I check your book bag? I'm like, why you want to check my book bag? So, I'm like, you think I stole something? So I let him check my book bag. He checked my book bag. He's like, all right, you good. And then he walk over to the aisle that Juju's in. I couldn't really tell. Juju like, move, bro, move, get out the way, bro, get out the way. Because then he wouldn't know he was stealing. But he had a whole bunch of snacks in his hand. Manager go over there. Tell him something. I ain't really hear or whatever, but he tell him something. Next thing you know, we out of the store. Pass the car, a little piece of car or whatever. And he like checking there, see if the keys in there. I look in there real quick. Nah, ain't no keys in there, bro. The window wide open, but ain't no keys in there. I'm like, ain't no keys in there. We end up walking back to his little neighborhood, which he kind of stayed in like a little hood area of, the area of the town that we stay in, I guess you could say, or the city for you Atlanta motherfuckers, the little mini city that we stay in. And I stay in the suburbs. My house decent, you feel me? So, I used to walk, just talk, do, nigga shit like, bro, yeah, you feel me? So, I kind of felt the situation because I had been in a situation, stealing to feed myself, when I was younger, around the time I was like 9 and 10 and, 11 and shit like that. It was, the time where I used to do that, 12, around those ages, So I kind of understood, you know what I'm saying? Or at least coming home and nobody being there, just waiting until somebody get back or just going somewhere else, and that's what he used to do. So I kind of felt it, you feel me? I understood it in a minute. We was like close, so I'm like, you my boy, and at the time I had been selling like candy out my book bag, which I bought it, online, had it delivered to my house, and I would bag it up, just, like little sweet, little candy, I would bag them up like 20 in a thing, then sell them, that's 5 cents each. And, I used to kind of help him like, bro, hey, just eat this, bro, I got you, bro, you feel me? But, he, I'm trying to talk to him like, bro, what's going on, bro? But his ass when never goddamn just tell me, like, bro, what's going on, man? His ass would never tell me though. I would go home, my mom would be like, what you doing out there? Coming home later than you normally do, which it was a 2-hour walk, so I would get home at like 8, get off practice at 6, which is still late, but I would get home just like at 9 or something, just get home at like 9 or whatever, and she over there thinking I'm selling crack to the motherfuckers in the hood. I'm like, I ain't over there selling no crack, I'm just looking out for my boy. We just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Man was close or whatever, I ain't got no ride home. It still take me a minute to get back. She over there thinking I'm over there selling like drugs and crack and shit. I'm like, I ain't doing that, That time passed, we go to, I don't think it was next semester. It go to next semester, right? And I leave campus. I'm on business. I ain't gonna say what type of business, but I'm on business, and I leave campus during 4th block or whatever. I come back on campus before the buses leave because the buses is on my way home without a 2-hour walk. So I come back on campus and I see Juju. You feel me? And I'm just like, bro, like what? What? Like, bro,